Sadguru means one who has come from within. That means you don't go to him for scripture because I have not read any scripture, tradition, I don't know any tradition. Future, my work is to help you to create your future, not to predict your future. So, why do you go to a Sadguru? Because the only thing that I know, though there's only one thing I know. I know this piece of life from its origin to its ultimate, and that's all I know. Always I'm only talking about myself, but everybody thinks I'm talking about them because they are not made any differently. Fundamentally, all life is made the same way.
But it's been a journey, Sadhguru, and there is a set which looks at with, the Isha Foundation, with you being the center of that foundation, as possibly a running of a cult. You've heard this before. You've been asked this before.
If you define what's a cult, then I'll tell you whether I'm that or not.
But I'll give you an example. Osho, his teachings were centered around, what many would suggest, a little bit of what the same you preach, which is blissfulness, the art of blissfulness, and how those who followed him should follow that path. And ultimately, when people look back, Osho was called a cult.
See, I wouldn't like to comment about anybody who can't stand up and defend for himself right now.
True.
I don't
I
like
agree.
to do that. So leaving that alone, well, if it worked for millions of people, you call it whatever the hell you want. If it's working for millions of people, what's your problem?
Many thought they were brainwashed.
I think a lot of people's brains need washing.
Well, I do agree on that account completely with you. Okay. No, I agree with that. So you
I thought washing is supposed to be a cleanup job, not a dirtying job, yes?
But it's subjective.
No, what does the washing mean?
No, washing, of course. I know what you're
course.
saying. Right.
So, if your
Or the
body…
inability for them to think for themselves,
See…
the followers.
See, right now,
Indoctrinated.
People who are saying this, they are also indoctrinated by the societies in which they live, isn't it? Aren't they?
No, I'm sure in some are, yes. There is…
Not some, almost all are.
There are reference
Nearly
points of
100%.
morality, there are reference points
Yes.
of what…
You are influenced by something as human beings, because human life is 90% nurture, only 10% is by natural instincts. Because it's so much of nurture, if your parents nurture you, they're also brainwashing you. If your school nurtures you, they're also brainwashing you. If your society and friends nurture you, they're also brainwashing you. So what's your problem with me?
No, I have no problem.
No, not you.
I know
I'm
what
saying
you're saying.
whoever.
Yeah, there are questions.